Hey friends, Melissa Tierney with Keller Williams Realty here in Santa Barbara and Ventura County in California. Thank you for joining me. A lot of people who are wanting to buy a home have said to me things like they're waiting for a crash. Well, I've been waiting for a crash for what, 5 years now? They have also said things like they're waiting for interest rates to come back down. And they're also saying that interest rates are so high, they can't justify a monthly payment. So while there is some truth to a lot of these things, I am going to show you exactly what type of buying power you have and why it makes sense for you as a buyer to make your purchase now instead of later. What I typically tell people, what many realtors typically tell people, is you marry the house and you date 3. So I'm going to pull up on my screen, a different screen, a calculator that will show you just exactly how much buying power you have, and again, why it makes sense to buy now and refi later. So I want to start by saying first, I am not a financial planner. I am not a lender. I am not many things. But one thing I am is very closely connected to our real estate market, and I can definitely at least provide you with a lot of information to help you make an effective decision for yourself. So I'm going to pull up my buy now or buy later calculator. Let's say there's a home that has caught my attention that is $1.25 million. And let's say I'm going to put down 20%. And we're just assuming that the interest rate is going to be 7.125. So now this calculator is calculating what my monthly payment would be approximately with P&I, taxes, and insurance. This is approximate. And it will also tell you how much you need to bring to close. So this would be that 20% down payment with some prepaids, additional fixed costs, which we could go down that rabbit hole here. But let's look at appreciation, because real estate tends to be an appreciating asset. So the estimated future value of this $1.25 million home is this calculator is guessing that over the next 2 years, this home is going to appreciate $89,000, which would give us an estimated future value of approximately 1.3. Now, Zillow thinks that homes are going to appreciate 6.5% over the next 12 months. Who knows if that will actually happen? CoreLogic says 4.5%. Fannie Mae says 3.9%. Again, if we all had crystal balls, we would have won the lottery and we wouldn't be here anyway. But alas, we don't know what's going to happen. These are just educated guesses. Let's say I take that advice and I buy the house now and I refinance it in 2 years. So right now, if I refi the home in 2 years, the payment will have gone down from what you originally saw in the earlier slide at approximately $8,000. After refining that, it brings the payment down to $7,274. If we were to buy in 2 years, that same payment is going to be $7,926. So it's not too far off. But if we look at 3 years from now, there's approximately $1,000 delta in terms of the payment. So in some cases, it really doesn't pay to wait. And especially if you get higher, 4 years from now, that payment is there's a huge, huge difference. So what I recommend is you sit down with someone like me who knows the market, who knows the ins and outs of how far your money can go on a certain budget. But you also need to talk to a lender who could take a look at your tax return and really make give a good scenario on what a monthly payment looks like and how much you can spend. There are a lot of factors that go into making these decisions, but overall, the way I look at buying a house, it's kind of like, when was the best time to plant that tree? 10 years ago. So it is what it is. You either buy high now or you buy higher later. The choice is yours, but it pays to have the right conversations with the right professionals. I am here. I am a text message away at 805-456-3667. My contact information is also below in the description, and I would be happy to help you to start planning the purchase of your home. Talk to you soon.